Take a deep breath and hold it. Right now, floating in a warm pool, you feel like you belong in the water. You don't. Drop yourself into the open ocean 10 million years ago, and that feeling vanishes in seconds. No fins, no armor, no speed, just soft, slow, warm-blooded meat kicking at the surface. Beneath your feet, the water turns dark and cold and very deep. And something down there has already felt you splashing. For the next 24 hours, you have to survive the most dangerous ocean that ever existed. And nothing about your body was built to last a single one of them. Let's start the clock. Hour 1. The sea around you is warm and bright and crowded with life. This is the age long after the dinosaurs died. Fish flash past your legs. A pod of small, early whales races by in the blue. For one moment, it almost feels peaceful. It isn't, because every animal here is raiding the water for the same thing. Who is the easy meal? And you, splashing in bleeding warmth into the cold, are the easiest meal for miles. Then the light below you dims. Something vast is rising toward you. It comes up slowly, and it simply keeps coming, bigger than you can make sense of. A shark, but not like anything you have ever pictured. This is Otodus Megalodon, the largest predatory shark that ever lived, up to 60 feet long, longer than a school bus, and as heavy as 10 elephants. Forget the great white from the movies. A full-grown great white could swim through this animal's open mouth without touching the sides. Its teeth have been found on the shores of nearly every continent on Earth. This one animal ruled every warm ocean on the planet. It circles once beneath you, a shadow the length of a building. To something this size, you are not a meal. You are barely a crumb. And it has the strongest bite force ever estimated for any animal that has ever lived. Strong enough to crush the skull of a whale. Strong enough to bite a small one clean in two. Each tooth in its jaws is as big as your whole hand, with edges like a steak knife. We are not guessing. The fossil bones of ancient whales still carry its bite marks, carved deep into the bone. A body this enormous is always starving. It has to eat the energy of 100,000 calories every single day. To stay alive, it hunts the largest animals in the sea. You are not large. You are a snack it might swallow without ever slowing down. So you do the only thing your body knows how to do. You turn and swim for the shallows. Shallow water, sunlight, safety. Every instinct screams that the coast is safe. It is the worst mistake you could make, because those warm, shallow coasts are exactly where Megalodon raised its babies. Scientists have found the nurseries, whole stretches of ancient coastline buried in the teeth of young Megalodon. And a newborn was already the size of a full-grown great white shark. So the shallows are not an escape. They are a nursery full of smaller monsters, each one still far bigger than you. There is no safe direction in this sea. The deep water hides the hunters, and the shallow water hides their young. And here is the part that should truly break you. Megalodon was not even alone at the top. It shared this ocean with a second monster, just as large, Leviathan, a sperm whale built not for gentle clicks in the deep, but for killing. Its teeth were over a foot long, among the largest teeth of any animal that has ever existed. It hunted other whales. It hunted sharks. It would have hunted anything that bled. Two giants the size of buses, sharing one sea, and you are a soft pink shape drifting somewhere between them. This was not an ocean with a monster in it. It was an ocean built, from the surface to the seabed, out of them. By now, the truth of this ocean is sinking in. There is no fighting here. There is no outswimming anything. A great shark does not charge from the front where you can see it. It rises from directly below, out of the dark. The first warning you ever get is the last second of your life. Hour 12. The sun goes down, and the surface of the sea turns to black glass. You think about diving down to escape, but below you is only colder, blacker water, with nothing to hold and nowhere to stand. In the dark, the hunters lose nothing at all. They feel the beat of your heart through the water from far away. You cannot see your own hands. They were built for exactly this water, and you were not. Every faint current against your skin could be the pressure of something enormous opening its mouth. In the world of the Neanderthals, a clever human could survive. With fire, with tools, with a tribe. Here, none of that exists. There is no fire underwater, no spear that saves you, no one coming to help. You were never an ocean creature. You are a land animal who simply learned to hold his breath. By every measure that matters in this water, you are the weakest thing in it. And the king of this ocean ruled it, unchallenged, for 20 million years. 20 million years. The dinosaurs had not even been gone for long when it first appeared. So if it was this huge, this strong, this perfect, the real question is not how you survive it. The real question is this: why is it not still out there? For a long time, we imagined something must have hunted it down, some larger, hungrier monster. Nothing larger ever came. Nothing ever outfought it. What finally killed the largest shark in history was something it could never bite. The whole planet began to cool. The warm, shallow seas it depended on slowly drained away. Its colossal body needed oceans full of warm water prey, and that prey was quietly disappearing. A great white shark can survive for weeks on a single meal. Megalodon had to find mountains of food, again and again, in seas that were emptying out. And in that shrinking, cooling world, smaller hunters were rising to take its place. Around 3.5 million years ago, the mighty Megalodon starved out of existence. The largest set of jaws the planet ever grew, slowly, quietly, ran out of things to close on. The great white shark, faster, leaner, needing only a fraction of the food. And the very first killer whales, far smaller, but hunting together in coordinated families. They had the one thing Megalodon never did. They had each other. The biggest predator in the history of the oceans was not beaten by something stronger. It was outlasted by things smaller, faster, and smarter. And the ocean it once ruled by sheer size, it went to the clever ones. Today, the true master of the sea is the orca, the killer whale. Not the biggest, not the strongest, the one that hunts in families and passes on what it learns. An orca is a fraction of Megalodon's size. Yet orcas plan their hunts, teach their young, and have been filmed working together to kill the largest animals alive. So, could you survive 24 hours in the prehistoric ocean? No. Honestly, you would not survive the first 10 minutes. But that was never really the point. The point is the lesson written into this ocean, in teeth and in bone. Being the biggest is not the same as winning. Being the strongest is not the same as surviving. Size built every empire in this ocean, and size is exactly what doomed every one of them. Every monster that ruled this water by raw size is gone. Every single one of them. And the small, the fast, the ones who work together, they are the ones who inherited the sea. So take a breath and hold it one more time. You will never be the strongest thing in any ocean, but you come from an unbroken line of creatures that survived. Never by being the biggest, only by being the cleverest. The mightiest predator the oceans ever produced became a handful of fossil teeth in a museum drawer. And you became the one who holds them up to the light. Soft skin, no fins, no fangs. The weakest swimmer in the entire age of sea monsters. And the only one whose descendants are still here to tell the story. The strongest did not win this ocean. The survivors did.